In this video, I'm going to talk about how many S corporations you should have. Should you have one? Should you have none? Should you convert your LLC to an S corporation? There's actually a few things that you want to consider before you open or convert to an S corporation. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Or if this is your first time at our channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Travis Sickle. And like always, let's go ahead and get right into it. So an S corporation, I actually own just one S corporation. But if you think about it, you might want to own no S corporations. So the thing that I want to focus on for your decision with the S corporation comes down to your taxes. So there are FICA taxes, and if you're self-employed, there are self-employment taxes. They're basically the same thing, which is Social Security and Medicare. And here's how they break down. I'm going to bring it up on the screen here. So we have the employee side and the employer side of Social Security. And you're going to pay 6.2% as the employee, and you're going to pay 6.2% as the employer. So if you're the owner of the S corporation in this instance, you're going to pay the full 12.4%, which is the same thing for an LLC. And for the Medicare tax, it's 1.45% for the employee, same for the employer at 1.45%, equals 2.9% total, giving you 15.3%. So paying these taxes, whether you're an LLC or an S corporation, are relatively the same. The calculation's a little bit different, but it basically comes down to 15.3%. But the big difference is with the S corporations on the employer side, that does not get fixed when you file your taxes. Your LLCs all aggregate on your Schedule C, so therefore, you're not going to pay more than the maximum that it could be based on. And what is that number? It's $147,000 for 2022. So this is the $147,000 that is only subject to the maximum amount that this 6.2 and this 6.2% is based on. But if your income is coming from multiple sources, let's say you have two S corporations and you're paying yourself $147,000 from both. Well, it's not going to cap at $147,000 because it is at the S corporation on the employer level. They're going to pay those taxes. You don't get that back. If you had LLCs, they'd be added up and you would only pay up to $147,000. And this also comes into play if you're a W-2 employee. You're just going to inevitably pay 6.2% more on your S corporation than if you had an LLC and a W-2 job. So this really doesn't come down to whether or not you have multiple S corporations. It comes down to what is your compensation. So if your total compensation between your W-2 job and your S corporation total is below $147,000, leaving the remaining amount, if there is any, on the S corporation side as a distribution, then the math is basically irrelevant. So if you earned over $147,000 with that S corporation, you're just basically going to be paying 6.2% more than you really needed to. Now, there's a lot of different scenarios. It might make sense in certain situations where you really do need multiple S corporations or would want multiple S corporations, but I wanted to focus on what you should consider before you just go ahead and open or convert to an S corporation. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the way I have my businesses set up is that I only have the one S corporation and everything else is set up as an LLC or a partnership. And there's one more point I want to make because I'm sure someone's going to leave a comment down below, and since this is at the end of the video, I might already get that comment, but you can still be an LLC that is taxed as an S corporation. So this video is really about how it is taxed, not necessarily how your business is structured. I want to put more money back in your pocket, so hopefully this has helped. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments down below, and if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.